A few times it looks like the coaches were saying we need the guys to play with more spirit. What did you mean by that, and just why didn't they have it tonight?
We just didn't have it. It was one of those nights. It's a long season, 82 games, and sometimes the ball doesn't go in the hole. Sometimes when the ball doesn't go in the hole, it affects the body language and energy of the guys, and I thought that happened a little bit. We had some really good shots early that didn't go, and it just didn't happen for us. But I'm really proud of our guys. 11 in a row, given all the injuries, hell of a streak, and we flush this one down the toilet and we move on.
Seems like Draymond got fired up a couple of times, tried to motivate the team. What was he saying during those huddles?
What was he saying? Yeah. Nothing I can repeat to you guys. No, I appreciated his efforts to try to get us back into the game emotionally. He was yelling and screaming, trying to keep guys up. I think he was telling Clay, keep shooting, it's going to fall, it's going to fall. And then, he caught the elbow in the face, and I think, we tried to use that for some motivation. But, again, we just didn't have it. They were really the better team. They outworked us tonight. They deserved it, and it was a good win for them.
Some of your wings, Iguodala, McCaw, even Steph, when he was in the lineup, have struggled from three this year. Like, a lot of the numbers are down. Is there any concern about just where the three-point percentage numbers are this year? I know it was 3 of 27 tonight, which is an outlier, but overall.
Yeah. No, I don't have any concerns. We've been leading the league in three-point percentage most of the year. So I don't know if we still are. After tonight, we're probably not. But, our three-point shooting is one of our strengths. Tonight it wasn't there, but keep in mind when Steph comes back, a lot of those three-point shots for the other guys will be a lot more open because of the chaos that he creates and the penetration. One of the interesting things right now is we're just not getting the ball into the lane nearly as much, and it's because we don't have Steph's penetration. And I think the best three-point shots are the ones that come off penetration or transition where you're attacking the rim. It doesn't feel like we're getting great looks right now, but that'll come, and we just got to keep pushing forward.
Hey, Steve, obviously uncharacteristic shooting nights for both Clay and Kevin, but how did you see them just kind of tackle that challenge tonight in terms of making the best of those circumstances, getting out of it?
Yeah, they tried. Clay kept shooting, obviously. He was 1 for 10 from three, and he finally I think he made his last attempt. But I thought he had some good ones early, and that just didn't go. And, one of those nights, it happens. And I think it didn't feel like we were into it emotionally tonight. Sometimes after a long winning streak, whatever reason, you let your guard down a little bit, and we just, it wasn't there. And our guys pushed and they tried, but we couldn't generate the energy and the effort that's needed to win a game in this league.
Steve, just what did you see on the play there? Jokic caught Draymond with that elbow. Looked like just kind of an obvious missed call there. Just what did you see on that?
I didn't see it. I just saw him go down. I never saw a replay. I asked the officials to look at it, but they didn't see anything to warrant another look. But I never saw the replay. I don't know how bad it was.
How much I know you guys have been at home during this stretch, but it's been a lot of games in a limited stretch. Is it possible to feel that fatigue even though you are at home?
It's not so much a physical fatigue. I think it's more of a mental fatigue. Sometimes, you win a bunch of games in a row and you get a little happy, a little comfortable. And the bigger concern for me tonight was I just didn't see a lot of joy out there. I didn't see a lot of excitement about playing. And first half, we were complaining to the refs most of the half, and we weren't locked in. We weren't having much fun, and I think you have to enjoy it out there to be effective. And so hopefully we'll have a little more fun on Christmas.
You said you didn't see a lot of joy out there. Do you think part of that is because the guys were looking forward to Christmas and already thinking about LeBron coming? And
No, I don't think so.
Is that it? One last question, if I can. Looking ahead, Do you think Cleveland right now is your biggest competition in the East, or do you think there's other teams such as Boston and Toronto down the line that you're really going to need to watch out for?
Well, we have great respect for all those teams. Boston beat us already. Toronto played us really well here. They're much improved. Cleveland, obviously, every year is a major contender. So I don't think of, I don't rank like who's our biggest contender, 1, 2. I don't care. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of great teams, and we're just trying to do our thing.
Steve, I mean, having worked in the media, you know how these things work, but being a marquee game on Monday, is there a message you tell your team or anything you want to try to impart to them ahead of that game?
No, that's a game you don't have to say anything. It's Christmas Day, national TV, our finals opponent from 3 straight years. I don't need the Newt Rockne speech on Monday.
What do you think about what Cleveland's done to get over that tough start to the season and kind of iron things out?
That was really surprising. I didn't think that they would come back. I mean, I know LeBron is great and everything. I thought they'd be sub 500. I hope the sarcasm came through there so that people aren't tweeting that I just dissed the Cavaliers. But they're obviously a great team. They've changed a little bit. They've added some bench players who have been really good for them, and LeBron is playing as well as he's ever played. So, great team. It should be fun on Monday.